do not seem to like Halliburton, bro. Like even watching Gil's Arena, shout out to Gil, our boys over there. Like watching Gil's Arena when they was interviewing Tim Hardaway Jr. and they was like, "What's one player you wish you can go back and play?" He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Halliburton. I wish I can go back and bust his little ass because he think he all that." And he like a lot of people feel that way about bro. Like,
What is his name?
what
He
is
popping
it
too
about
much shit.
Halliburton? Like, why niggas ain't fucking with him?
You think he popping too much shit?
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Is
Yeah,
he like that though?
Huh?
Y'all think he like that? Halliburton.
He's really good.
Who you
he's
got,
really
Dame or
good.
Halliburton?
Huh?
Who you got between Dame and Halliburton?
As what, a player?
Yeah, like all right, who would you say? Okay, he gonna have a better series. Who gonna impact their team more? Who have a better series to
Oh,
win?
you said impact their team
Oh,
more.
see, yeah, you switched the question up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
AJ.
yeah, yeah. Who gonna impact their team more is different because I say Minnesota, Milwaukee is generated by Giannis. Indiana, when they're at their best, is generated by Halliburton. So when you say impact their team more, it's a little different.
So you believe no matter what, if Dame go Dame time, whatever Giannis do will supersede that. He can have his moment. He can have moments like he had in Portland and playoff and big games and shit like that.
Yeah, because at the end of the game, if it's close, they gonna get that ball to Dame
Every time.
to go
So
make
then we see
he's
though.
earned that right. Yeah.
So he can impact the game. Like who would you?
But when you say impact the game, I'm thinking about the game as a whole. Like I said, Halliburton is really their conductor. And they need not only his points, but his assists. Dame, you just need Dame to really score for real. You need Dame to get buckets. If he give you 4 or 5 assists along the way, great.
Great season.
Halliburton, he need to be flirting with double-digit assists and flirting with 20 points for them to be working at an optimal level. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Yeah, I think the answer is Halliburton. If you talk about impact, period, but if you mean like impact and win, it's Dame. Like Jeremiah said, Dame can have 22, and if the score is 102 to 101, and he got the ball last, then if they win, it's going to be off his back. So
Right.
we're talking about
Giannis
who.
can have 40. Like you said, Dame can have 22. Giannis can have 45.
Yeah,
But it's
Dame
tied
is
up and we need that shot. Right.
yeah,
That's why you here.
that's literally why he's there. Literally why he's there.
But I love the beef. I love the beef. I love it when these niggas ain't all buddy buddy. I love the shit talking. I love the gestures in your face. Like and that Luca, we'll get into that later. But I love the doing other niggas celebration. I love it. I love it. So, they got into it. They had a little kerfuffle game one after the Pacers completed the route of Milwaukee. Like, let's be clear, that game wasn't close. I can't remember the final score. What was it, 118 to 90 something?
117.98.
117-98. So, you know, 20-point game, and it really felt like 30 points between them the whole game. So,
I mean, they gonna need their help. They is Dame. Milwaukee gonna really need Dame because they missed in game one. Do you know out of the starting five, Giannis with 36 points. The second highest was 9 with Brook Lopez.
mm-hmm.
They had two starters that didn't make a bucket. What should I say? They made the same amount of points that we did, and they played the game. And we watched it at the house. The bench
No.
stepped up a little bit, but yeah, they're gonna need them. So I mean, that's why I say looking at this shit like how the Milwaukee look, starting five, yeah, they gonna need some dang time moments if they're gonna basically this Eastern like they travel throughout the East, they're gonna make a big push. You're gonna need those Portland moments from Dame,
For
along
sure.
with
Oh,
Giannis
yeah,
being
for sure.
Giannis.
No, Dame needs to give you 25-ish for sure, which he's already capable of. But what we failing to realize is tonight will be Giannis's and Dame's first playoff game together.
Mhm.
They've never played in the playoffs together, bro.
Yeah,
I'm saying last year Giannis missed the entire series. Dame was in and out. Giannis and they were both unhealthy a lot last season. They only played a few games together last season, and Giannis got hurt before the playoffs. So tonight will be their first playoff game. And I think you'll see the difference tonight. Milwaukee get that win in Indiana tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Walt.
I personally don't think Dame really has to go that ham. I really don't. I think Dame could be around 20, and that's going to be enough. Milwaukee did make a run late. I do agree with you though, Jeremiah. No matter how close it got, it never felt close. And if it did get close, it was because the Pacers kind of took their foot off the gas, as opposed to Milwaukee actually playing great. But I don't see Kyle Kuzma having a good. I don't think he got rebounds, assists. I think he has zeros all across.
All the way across the board.
Who's the other one, AJ? Was it Torian Prince? Is he the other one that didn't score at all?
Yeah.
No, Prince ain't gonna put up big numbers, but I don't see both of them going scoreless again. 25 from Dame a night to me means that it's a sweep, because I think Giannis is gonna do the exact same thing. I think Giannis
gave the 30, 36, and 12.
That's not too much higher than his season average. Well, 4 points is a lot, but it's not that much higher.
Not 30 for a season, for sure.
Yeah, like I see Dame coming in more so managing the offense, playing that conductor role that you said Halliburton plays. And then when they need a bucket, it's a 5-point game, 6-point game. You don't want it to get out of hand. I think they play them close, and then when it's time, Dame and Giannis go crazy. But I'm with you on the prediction. I don't know if we're giving predictions, but Milwaukee is definitely winning tonight. If Dame plays anywhere around 20, 25 minutes, Milwaukee is definitely. Halliburton shouldn't have said whatever he said. He should have waited. Till they were at home up 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's certain niggas you don't trash talk.
Yeah.
Dame is, and I ain't Dame biggest fan.
Yeah, no.
We watched Dame send home Dwight Howard, prime Dwight Howard. We're a little out of his prime Dwight Howard, and James Harden. I think his first or second year. A couple years later, we watched him send home Russell Westbrook and Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk during the game one when it comes to a nigga like
with Carmelo. When Carmelo on that team, hey Pete, they said I gotta come off the bench. There was Melo here.
He might have been.
Yeah.
Halliburton was definitely not. If Dame looks anything like himself, they not winning tonight for sure.
Tonight or the series?
I mean, I picked the Bucks to win the series regardless. I'm standing by that. Game one, I'm even more convinced. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma is not gonna have a goose egg. He's not. Torian Prince ain't gonna give you 20, but he's not gonna give you 0 again. Hell, Brook Lopez is gonna give you more than 9, and Dame is coming back. Yeah,
but Kuzma, he only took 5 damn shots.
And 3 of them was with the shot clock like winding down. That's my issue with Doc Rivers. Like I get you was trying to defend people who's coming for Kuzma, but Doc Rivers just say shit and it just be like, bro, shut up, bro. Like that's just like, it's just like when he was like, they say I blew these 3-1 leads, but they don't give me credit for getting the 3. Like, bro, shut the what? Like, so it just be him saying shit like that. I can only imagine the type of dumb shit he be saying in the huddles and practice and shit, man. But for him, he said, Kuzma's better than that, which we all agree to what Walt just alluded to. You're the coach. They ran nothing for him. Why don't you make sure he gets involved? Why don't you see that nobody else is helping Giannis at all and try to get Kuzma going? Like, no. Doc Rivers going to be the reason Milwaukee don't win it all. But they'll win this series. And before we get off of just my last point on it, we never talked about – I do think that there are certain matchup advantages that the Pacers do possess. Because Miles Turner being such a good shooter at a center brings Brook Lopez out of that paint, brings Giannis out of that paint, and it opens up driving lanes for Nembhard and Siakam and them boys to kind of do what they got to do. So Miles Turner is gonna stay knocking down shots like he did in game 1, which he's capable of. Like I said, he's a good 3-point shooter. That does change because the Bucks aren't a great defensive team already, but their best defensive thing they have going on is interior. So if you pull them out the interior and you make them have to play on the perimeter, you open up driving lanes for them, and they, so. That's one matchup advantage I see really going the Pacers' way, but it ain't gonna be enough.
That is that I think that's a great point because you can't even afford to put Giannis on Miles Turner because I do think he shut him down because Brook Lopez can't guard Siakam. Like you
Right,
literally have
exactly.
to keep Brook Lopez. I'll tell
Exactly.
Miles Turner, I don't give a fuck if you don't hit a single shot. Keep your ass at the 3-point
I
line, man.
just stand there.
Because if Brook
Yep.
Lopez is down there, all them Nimhard layups and Mathurin and TJ McConnell, oh that shit dead.
Yep.
Well, that's a great point. That's the only advantage them boys got. But that's a great point.
No, for sure. You got anything else? How you see the game going? Who did you pick in this series? I said you picked Milwaukee or you picked the Pacers. I can't remember.
Milwaukee for
I
sure.
think we all picked the Bucks. I think we all
I
picked
think
the
we all picked the Bucks too. I'm yeah, all right for sure. So, Dame's coming back. You think they get the win tonight?
They need it.
facts.
If they don't, they need it. They don't. They don't. They're in trouble. My bad. But I definitely think they can pull it out. I think they ain't bringing Dame if he ain't looking like Dame. I don't think they'll rush him back too for sure. I would hope not, and I would assume so. But yeah, I think they definitely win game two and go from there. But I disagree with you. What 20 points my ass because like they have three players on the bench gave you 12, 14, and 15. Like, then if Dame don't get you the 25, then you gotta rely on a couple more role
You know what?
players
Fair.
to
I mean,
keep
Gary
playing
Trent Jr.
well.
is gonna give you that again. But that's okay. If you're assuming that the role players won't do that, you will need more from Dame. That's fair.
You see what I'm saying? So
But
Yeah.
to
I
Walt's
think
point though, it's the
Dame gonna have to
minutes.
be Dame.
It's the minutes though. It is the minutes. Because if like I said, I think he need to be 25. But if he's not gonna play a lot of minutes, 20, if he's gonna play 25 or less minutes, then 19, 20 points would be really good from Dame. It just depends on how much he gonna play. You know what I'm saying?
I think the points will be important, but more important, I think his assists. Him, if he's not gonna score the ball at a high clip, he definitely get it. He got to get guys comfortable in the
Oh
fold
yeah.
game when he's sent out.
Gotta be
He
one
got to
of
get
the
these
other.
guys confident in their shot. You know what I'm saying? Get them involved real early and find his way and still mention Giannis be Giannis. You feel what I'm saying? So
I need 8 assists. If he only giving 20 points, I need 8 assists for
yes, what
sure.
I'm saying.
I'm not
I'm gonna need
saying
and I need about at least 4 rebounds. Like I'm gonna need you gotta give me
you guys
some.
might be
Give me
dead.
some to work with.
I just don't want to put it. I mean, we've never seen a player come back in the season from blood clots, if I'm not mistaken. Usually, when we see a blood clot situation, they're gone for the year. Like Wemby was way early, and they just shut him down. So I don't know how it's gonna affect Dame. I do want to see how this game goes. I think he'll be conditioned. Dame's a well conditioned athlete. You feel me? I don't think it'll take him that long for his conditioning, but I do want to see this blood clot situation.
Question. Granted, it is a blood clot injury, and we definitely got to take that injury very seriously. But just not just Dame situation, just in injuries and playoffs in general. Do y'all believe in a pitch count, a time stamp for athlete in playoffs?
It depends, bro. I think it's case, but I want to just say no. Like my initial reaction would be no, but it depends.
On what?
Yeah, I get blood clots, but my thing is like, all right, bro, if you feeling like any moment you ain't right, then say something. But other than that, we can keep your ass in this motherfucker.
Oh no, didn't know. But yeah. I thought
Now, if you ain't feeling right, say something. If you feeling weird, I will sit you down. Woo. But as long as you gonna go, we gonna go. Like
I'm
hell no.
playing you 40. We down 0-1. Boy, you playing
Yeah,
40.
no, we need
Oh, I
that,
said
man.
depends on the
And that's
situation.
if
Like
it was that bad, you wouldn't play. We'd just figure it out what we got. If you coming back in playoffs, ain't no warm up. We like I said, we down 0-1, be down 0-2, and we gonna be in a bigger hole, and it's not looking like championship or like a competing towards. Yeah, man, no, hell no, we ain't doing that.
yeah, now that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said depends. Like if we're down and we need everything to scratch and claw our way back in this
And you're
motherfucker,
healthy to play.
and you're healthy, you got to go. But if it's like let's say the Clippers, let's say Kawhi's a bad example because this had been rested a lot. But let's just say, like they was like Kawhi's not playing no more than 25 minutes because we feel like that's the best way for him to actually be available for this
Yeah.
playoff run,
That's fair.
then I will understand it. But you got to use them 25 minutes the right way. And then it puts you in a bad
So let
situation if he had the 25-minute mark and it's a tied up game with 4 minutes
he
left.
been balling. You got me fucked up. Fuck that 25. Me, I ain't going for that shit.
That's why I
He
said,
have
I
to
think
come
you can
off.
have an
He have to
idea
come from
that I
that
would,
box and come
but
onto to the sideline and have to like no or meet me in the lockup. No, like what are you talking about? If he say he good, if Trevor say he good, nigga, we here. What we doing this?
Oh,
Shit? My thing, this is my mindset, but what we doing this shit for? What we doing this for? To have a good playoff run to say we did this year. You see what I'm saying? Like honestly, did that matter to y'all? Like, oh, yeah, we had a decent team, a scrappy squad. We made second round playoffs. Woody woody
that,
woo,
if
pack
you're the
it up.
Rockets, that's fine.
yeah, I'm about to say it depends on where your team is at.
Not the
Yeah,
Clippers, not the Lakers, not Boston, not Cleveland. If the Pistons make it to the second round, that's a hell of
exactly.
a season. It just depends on who you are. But the
No, I
Bucks
want to say it
talking
depends.
about,
It depends.
no, not good enough. You got to go further. You got Dame for a reason. You got to go further than the second round.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Especially seeing y'all ain't made it out the second round since y'all won the title. If you Milwaukee,
Right.
they've only been out the second round once.
With that 21.
That was the year that they lost to Boston. Boston beat them in 7. No, I'm sorry. That was the conference finals. That was the year they lost. That was the year they beat KD.
That's when
KD
they won the
Brooklyn,
championship
right? No,
that
he
year.
Beat
not
Brooklyn, foot
Brooklyn.
on the line.
Yeah.
That
And
was
they beat the
21,
Suns. They
2021.
beat the Suns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that was the second round.
That they
Yeah,
beat.
'cause they played the Hawks. They played the Hawks in the conference finals. That was the second round. They played the Hawks in the conference finals. No, so that was the year they won the championship. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
They came back. It was Boston. It was Boston because they lost to Miami in the first round. When Jimmy Butler put them out, they lost to Miami. That was the first round. Um,
Last year
they
they
lost.
lost to the Pacers.
Last year they lost to the Pacers in the first round. Um, and then it was Boston. That was the last time they made it out the first round.
Yeah.
That was the second round when Boston beat them with Grant Williams hit all them threes in Game 7. First off, I thought that shit was over in 6. So shout out to Tatum. That was the best Jason Tatum game I ever watched. Tatum got them back to 7. Tatum went forward 49 points in Milwaukee. Like, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I digress. Milwaukee needs this. You can't go out in round 1. No. So I
And this
want to
this this
see
is
it.
of a good opponent too. This ain't no AC type shit. This is the that had a better record than them, so they got their work cut out for them. That's what I said. They gonna need Dame to be fucking Dame time. Like they ain't playing against nobody.
No, for sure. There's a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They beat y'all in the
Facts,
first round last year,
facts.
but it did go 6 with only Dame. You feel me? No Giannis.
Let's
So
see how this shit go.
let's see what's going on, man. Um, so we all got Milwaukee getting their lit back, tying the series up 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's move on, man, to what's been the most exciting series in the East by far so far, even though we're only 2 games in. Both games have been fun. Pistons have had leads in both. As we know, game 1, New York went on that 21-0 run. And if you blink, you missed it. You feel me? Like it was just I never seen a team go from up 9 to down 13 so quick. Like that shit was disgusting. Um, so um, last night, game 2, Detroit got their lick back. Um, they came in, man. It was a good win. K had 33 and 12. He's the first Piston player, I think, since Isaiah Thomas to have 30-10 in a playoff game. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. How did y'all feel about the game, man? Detroit tried to give it away. They almost blew it again. I thought it was game one all over again. So how did y'all feel about them sticking it out, getting that win? 6 point win, 194.
I'm gonna go and go real quick. I like this Pistons team. If I get the vibe of Pistons team vibe, real scrappy. They got guys that's feeling confident, and like you said, Cub Canahan, bro went for a triple double on their ass. The first game didn't have his best game. I think he still was so influential. He still put his mark in that game at certain points, but this game he played remarkable. I like their chances to actually pulling this one out. Now, can they actually do it? I'm gonna say no because I really trust the Knicks experience, especially last year playoffs run and shit like that. They spread the camaraderie they play with each other, especially all throughout the season with bringing on Cat. I think they figure it out. Tibbs gonna figure it out, but I see this go. I see this being a 7 game series. I see these boys really duking it out all the way to the door. Um, but I definitely got the Knicks pulling it out for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But real quick, when it comes to the Knicks, can they continue to have success or have a good playoff run when Brunson is going to shoot the ball in the 30 times a game?
AJ, stop. Let me go first next time. Let me go first next time.
You feel me? Like
You
he shot
Mm-hmm.
said, do
about
I think they
27
can go
times.
on a
Cat
deep
only shot
press
about 11, and Ojinobi shot about 10. No, okay, my bad. Miles Bridges shot about 18 times.
18?
But that's a big ass gap, like in shots. Like this nigga
Yeah.
shooting the rock.
How many Cat shot?
11.
Mm.
But Cat was, you gotta look at it. Cat, I don't think he's a foul. Cat didn't play a lot of minutes, man. Cat came up real
He had
small.
4 personal fouls.
Yeah, he had 4 fouls. So
Always
he was
foul in the playoffs. His fouls always up in the
in the
playoffs.
playoffs. So that's
He
one
was
of the first
fouling in the
things
playoffs
I
for
look
sure.
at with him when it's playoff time. Because he only played 33 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So Brunson played the most minutes. You know what I'm saying?
He played the whole damn game.
I want
44.
to say he played 44 minutes, 45 minutes. Like
44. Ginobili played
so
42 with him.
Yeah,
And
but
he only had 10 shots.
yeah,
Anobi don't shoot unless he feeling hot though, so that don't surprise me. Like Anobi is much more selective with his shot. Like if he start feeling it, he'll let it go. But
Miles
he
Bridges
really
had
out there to play
18.
defense and hustle plays.
I can dig that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not surprised because nobody out there really looks at themselves as an offensive threat but Brunson. Cat should. I would say no.
Exactly.
If anybody should be taking that many shots, it's Cat. But Cat has the tendency in the playoffs to foul too much, get himself out of rhythm, not be aggressive for whatever reason. So Cat's performance don't surprise me neither, except for the rebounds. Like that's where I'm surprised looking at this
oh,
game
Duran and
because
Tobias went crazy last night on that.
like if you like they out
Who?
rebounded Detroit. I mean they out rebounded the Knicks by 14.
Oh, yeah.
So
They
they had
had
12.
26 rebounds, but just no. Even Cunningham had they had
Yeah, he had
damn.
11 or 12. Them three
No,
had
they
30
had three. They
rebounds.
had three of them that went for 10 plus.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris, Clint Cunningham, and Jalen Darn. Darn.
Yeah. To me though, if I can go real quick on this game, to me, the biggest issue with this game is for me is the Knicks' biggest issue. It's not Brunson taking that many shots. It's the fact you only had 8 bench points while Detroit got 34, 35 bench points. Like all they starters in double figures, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody in New York had over 10 that started. You know what I'm saying? So all they starters in double
Yeah,
figures.
everybody had 10 points at least.
But when you get to the bench, they had 8 bench points. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to Detroit with 30 some bench points. Now 20 of
But
them
yeah,
came from Schroeder, who is probably your second best offensive threat. Like especially not scared at the moment. So I think that will be more of an Achilles heel for Detroit. I mean, for the Knicks moving forward. Because as much as I'm rooting for Detroit to pull it out, I picked the Knicks. I still think the Knicks will win this series, but that's going to be their issue moving forward. they you got to get some type of production from your bench, bro. 8 points a game from the bench, it's gonna be hard to beat teams, dog.
And that's only one player that got you there.
Yeah, let's do. But
They
the
shot
other
the ball
dudes
only
played,
9 times
they
on
didn't
the
play.
bench.
They ain't played no minute. Campaign played 4 minutes and had 3 fouls. But I
Yeah.
do agree that you got to put him. He gave you 14.
He gave Campaign none of the minutes in the fourth quarter yesterday,
He
and
played
he
4
damn near
minutes
stayed
only.
like he was the.
He played 4 minutes. The other nigga played well, Landry, he played 5.
Yeah, Deuce
You
McBride probably
got
played
Mitch
10.
Robinson, he played 20, and you got Miles Bridges played 13. But all that they only shot the ball 9 times combined with all 4 of them. And one
Yeah,
player got you 8 points. So really nobody on the bench, only one player on the bench actually put up
That's on
buckets.
Tibbs. That's on Tibbs though. He didn't play them I think you were about to say, Jeremiah. Campaign damn near saved you in game 1.
hey, come
Damn
on.
near. How do
He
you
was the engine for that comeback for sure.
How do you only play him 4 minutes? I know he had 3 fouls in them 4 minutes, but he a bench player. He can foul out and you'll
He
be
can foul the fuck out. You don't want to play his bitch exactly.
Yeah. He only has to get 3 more fouls than me. Fuck that. He can get the other
He's
3.
gonna have to foul out. We just live with it. But AJ, hold on, were you done, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah. AJ, to your point, I watched last night and I love Brunson, but I think sometimes Brunson like hunt shots. Some of those shots he was taking was just like, but on the other end, I'm like, Cat don't really look like he want the ball. Cat doesn't. Y'all ever watch like Denver play? Right? Even when Joker don't have the ball, everything he's doing is either to A, get somebody else open, or B, to get him the ball. It's too many possessions. Bam is like this too. Too many possessions where you'll see Cat just go over to the corner and kind of just do this. Like kind of watch. So I'm with you, AJ. They're not going to win with Brunson shooting that many times. I don't give a fuck if he go 20 or 27. You're not going to win like that. Eventually, they're going to double team. You're not going to win like that. But on the other end, I'm kind of like, I don't know what else I want him to do. OG is their second most talented, well, third most after Cat. He really don't shoot unless he in rhythm. I'm with you on that, Jeremiah. Like, OG don't go out there looking for his own shot. He got to be wide open or hot. Bridges will look for his shot here and there. Campaign, the only other nigga that
want it. Yeah.
Go out there and be like, fuck all that. And he only played 4 minutes.
That's the issue, though. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Nah, but I'm just speaking on what you said. That's the issue, man. Because Miles Bridges is supposed to be that. Miles Bridges is supposed to be giving you 20 a night. Like Miles Bridges is supposed to be like
he gave you 19. He shot about 18 times.
I don't say he's supposed to be more. He's supposed to give you a more efficient 20 than that. You know what I mean? Like you let go of DiVincenzo and all this shit to make room to bring in the Villanova guy. You want, even though he's a Villanova guy, you let go of him to get Miles Bridges and all these things, and he's not giving you the energy, the shot making, none of that DiVincenzo gave you. And what he's better at defensively is moderate at best.
It's not by much. It's not by much. But the scariest thing about last night was the Pistons only shot 22% from 3, bro. They only shot 22. Tim Hardaway, I don't think Tim Hardaway scored. Y'all got the stats. Let me know. I don't think Tim Hardaway ended up scoring at all last night. Beasley didn't really shoot the ball well.
Nah,
they might be in trouble. I picked the Knicks in 5.
Tim Hardaway had no points, and Beasley had 9 points. He was 1 for 8 from the 3-point line. That's what I do remember. Beasley just clanking them bitches all night.
They really controlled the glass. I'm like, how do y'all?
That's where we going. That's what we get to.
Kay Cunningham had 6 rebounds in the first quarter. How do you let that happen? That means either y'all got some long misses or y'all letting him get on the offensive glass. The Knicks might be in trouble because offensively, I don't know what they do. Brunson is going to have to take that many shots because the rest of them don't want to. I'm with y'all. The rest of them look like they don't want to.
That's why I said like that. DiVincenzo wanted that. He wanted to shoot the ball. Like he wanted to show off in him. Like Miles Bridges looks like he want to play like OG. It can't be 2 OGs out here. Both of y'all just think y'all perimeter defenders. Y'all, and then y'all not like that defense. Y'all cool. Y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't mid, but y'all ain't no gag. You feel me? Like y'all ain't no rapper weed. You know what I'm saying? So
OG is solid, but I agree they're not Kawhi. They're not.
You're not Kawhi. I want to say you're not so dominant defensively that we don't need your fucking offense.
Yeah.
Like no.
Bridges had 21, but it was just a weak ass
Like
21.
even his 19 was weak, and probably because he took so many shots to get it. I didn't even realize he had 19, but now that I think about it, I ain't surprised he shot it.
19. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's it, man. I think Cat, Mitchell Robinson, OG, all them niggas, they need to be ashamed of the way they got out rebounded by Tobias Harris, Cade Cunningham, and Duran. Like, come on.
I'm gonna give Mitchell Robinson a shout out because he ain't played that many minutes, and I think he had like 6 or 7 rebounds.
Yeah,
But
I think that's 7. How many minutes Mitchell Robinson played?
Cat ought to be ashamed of himself.
He played 20. Cat played 33. Yeah.
Cat ought to be ashamed of himself.
33 minutes and you got 6 rebounds and you Cat.
And
that ain't it.
Like, that ain't
That
gonna
ain't it.
Cat,
my issue with Cat, bro, Cat's whole game, and it was like this in Minnesota. Like I remember we was complaining about this last year when they was on their run. His whole game is generated by his shot. If his 3 don't fall, he don't want to get physical. He don't want everything is generated around is he making 3s or not? And that ain't a good way to be if you're a big man, man.
Facts. It was definitely apparent last night. Facts.
Yeah. So we're gonna see, man. But I do agree. Walker's right. Knicks are in trouble. They're in big trouble. Because the worst thing you can give a young team, especially, is confidence.
Facts.
And they played the Knicks 6 times now, and they won 4. So they're pretty confident playing this squad. So let's move off the East, man. Let's take it to the West Coast, man. The series that I think we all thought would be the series is looking like the series. You know what I'm saying? Clippers, Nuggets. Nuggets won game 1. After the Clippers had a lead, Harden went crazy, 36 points. But big shots by Russ. Big defense by Russ to knock it off Harden, not even letting him get a shot off. Denver gets game 1. Takes us to last night, game 2. Good game, great game throughout, man. Kawhi came out and let it be known, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he missed a fucking shot in the first half. He had 21 points at halftime. Clippers get a 3-point win, man. 105-102. They tied the series 1-1. How you feel about that series so far, Walt? How you feel about last night's game and all that?
Yeah, last week when I think it was AJ that asked, do we think this is gonna be the best playoffs ever? I remember what the answer was, but this series has me trending more towards yes than no. Bruh, Kawhi, I'm gonna just say it, fuck it. When Kawhi is healthy, he really might be the best or second best player in the NBA. For real. I kind of want to get Joker tonight because the triple doubles, he got a triple double in the loss. But this nigga Kawhi shot 15 to 19. I don't know the percentage, but I know that's over 75%. Niggas don't even do that on 2K, bro. The fact that this nigga got the game winning, I think they were up 1 I think it was 103 to 102. So they were up. But like the pull away shot, and then like you said earlier in pre-production, that was in traffic. Like Aaron Gordon was playing great defense. But I'm Kawhi, mid-range, and then I'm gonna come down and get the steal. This series has already been everything. I think Joker played, the box score might not show it, but I think Joker played better this game, personally, for me, than he did in game 1. But we got to give a shout out to Zubac. Zubac has played Joker about as well as you can fucking play Joker. Like he's played him just as. What did Joker have last night? 23, 12, and 10. You keep Joker to that. It's crazy, but that's limiting Joker. Like that's a really good game against Joker. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on with Jamal Murray. But I think it's funny because when he makes those shots, we love it. When he misses it, it's like, why the fuck are you shooting these shots? Like his shot selection in that second half was questionable, but this series has been everything. I'm gonna take back what I said last week about Trae Young. James Harden needs to be an All-Pro. I mean, All NBA. I don't care if it's first, second, or third. The way that he kept this team afloat, and it's still, I think he had 0 points in the first quarter. In the third quarter, he comes and it's just spraying it. This series has been everything. They're both benches could be a little better though, with the exception of Russ. Russ has been good, but the benches have been weak. The starters have been great. Now on to last night. On the last night, real quick. I think the Clippers won because Kawhi was the best player on the court. Really on both ends, and Denver shouldn't have fired Malone. And it was real clear last night. You said you watched. Did you watch like the last 6 minutes?
The whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, like on Saturday, I was telling people, no, that's Joker team. It's okay. Last night, I got in the group chat like, all right, y'all, I apologize. I was wrong. They definitely should have kept Malone. They definitely should have kept Malone. That's going to do them in the end. They're not going to beat the Clippers. I don't remember who I picked for this series, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win because they fired their coach way too late in the season. Great game. I don't have much analysis for this game, but it's just been a great fucking series so far. Great series.
I'll go, AJ. Definitely shouldn't have fired Mike Malone. That showed like a motherfucker. You can't fire a great coach like that right before the playoffs and think that is not gonna cost you. Zubac, I want to just give Zubac does guard Joker. He makes Joker work, bro, on both sides of the court. Like, it's not a lot of big men who even challenge Joker. So Joker don't really have to expend a lot of energy defensively. What Zubac had last night? He had 16 and 12. Like, and they were a physical 16. The defense he playing on Joker has been great. If he's gonna hold Joker under 30 points like he's done in the first two games, then Clippers might not lose another game.
At home.
At home. If he's going to hold Joker, because Joker was 29 game one, he was 23 last night. If you're going to keep Joker under 30, Denver might not win another game.
How many threes Joker hit last night? Was it 2 or 3?
Joker, he hit 4 threes. He took 8. He was 50% from the 3-point line.
Can Joker shoot 8 threes? That's
right,
bro. He don't even want to shoot 3.
He didn't want to go. Zubac was annoying him, bro. And I said that game one. The thing I said the Clippers kind of they frustrate Joker a little bit. You can see it right there when they was on their run in game one. They just annoyed Joker. Like I said, Joker's still going to average a triple-double, but as long as it's not a 38-point triple-double, 35-point triple-double, you keep him under 30 points, they might not win another game. Aaron Gordon showed up last night. I'm sorry, not Aaron Gordon. No, Aaron Gordon was good, but Michael Porter Jr., the rebounding is what even kept them from allowing the Clippers to blow this. He had some big offensive rebounds in that second half. So Michael Porter Jr., but we know what was up, man. Kawhi was great last night. Norman Powell hit the biggest shot. And Norman Powell's not even taking a lot of shots. Like, I think he only took like 4 threes last night. I think it was 2 for 4. So shout out to them. Yeah, I feel good about my pick. I had Clippers in 6, and I feel good about that. Clippers in 6.
I think y'all said everything need to be said about this series. Other than it's just everything to say. I do agree with the biggest takeaway is the firing of Mike Malone. Now, granted, I didn't see the game 2, but game 1, I seen the Joker being like more of the coach, motivating them around, having the clipboard, drawing the plays up and whatnot. I thought that was very, very interesting. I do feel it's very interesting that they fired their head coach like right before the playoffs. Right. That was interesting as fuck. But with that being said, the Clippers supposed to win this. If you got healthy Kawhi Leonard, I'm expecting Kawhi Leonard to do this all fucking playoffs. I ain't gonna, as long as he healthy, I'm expecting him to play like this. Like, but not only missing with 4 shots out of then 20. I don't expect that. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna do him like that. But for 15, 19 is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking this Clippers squad. I think they believe in and this is big for them. This playoff run, this is huge. So yeah, that's all I got for that. Y'all said it a lot. Shout out to Russ though. Russ been playing big, so he get a lot of slack when he don't play well, but when he play good, we got to beat that up. I think one of y'all alluded to that, but yeah, shout out to Russ and the big plays he made. Not, and I like one thing about Russ is like you said about Joker, and that's what made this team difficult, hard to beat because it's like when you got players that have a high level skill of a basketball on different levels of basketball, they can contribute to not more than just scoring. And you got guys willing to do that when they shots not falling. And Joker and uh, Russ, I think that's amazing. That's real good to see that in basketball. When you watch a guy, he can't make a shot, but he got the rebound, he got the steal, he saved that pass. You see what I'm saying? He made that assist. Like he swung the ball around, like he still can be impactful. So that's real good watching Russ, what I'm saying, come alive and help his legacy out. Cause I think if Russ made some noise with Denver on his way out the door, it definitely helps. It definitely helps him, in my opinion.
Oh, not if he don't win a ring. He already nothing's gonna change if he win a ring. Maybe I don't even think if Russ win a ring, it's not gonna change how people view him. He's going to the Hall of Fame regardless. I don't even think winning a ring right now would change. If Russell Westbrook win a ring, do you move him with this Denver team this year? Would you move him up in any of your like
He's
top
already top
point
five.
guard list?
If
He's
if
already
if
top
he's
five.
if he's if, even if he's not starting, but he's finishing them games and he's making big plays in them games, hell yeah,
I'm
that
just
whole way.
it will move you. I'm saying like I'm just
Yeah,
thinking like
because with his stats, with a legitimate championship. Granted, he didn't win it when he was the MVP, Russ. But the fact that he still had impact, he wasn't on the bottom of the bench just cheering niggas on. He in the games
I
late
give
fourth
you that.
quarters.
I give you that because now I don't want to hear that Chris Paul shit.
You see what I'm saying? So he
It
I
definitely
depends
give
move
on
up
where
you
you
over a
have him
couple
though.
guys.
It depends
He
on
he in,
where you
he in
have
certain rooms when you do that for sure.
him.
what you
See,
say. What?
I said it depends on where you have him. For me, he's already in those rooms. Russ is the top five point guard of all time for me already. So a ring doesn't really
Oh,
move him
that's
up.
crazy. I'm
Yeah,
surprised your old school basketball loving ass got
I'm
Russ to
surprised
the
too.
top five.
You go
I
far
only got, I
back.
only got well three of my point guards are old time. They are for sure, but he in that. I got not that y'all asked.
No,
I
I'm
got
curious.
I
I'm
got
about to ask, yo,
I
you
got
the one.
Magic number one. I got Steph number two. I got Isaiah number three. I got Stockton number four, and I got Russ number five. Well, I might have. Wouldn't I only
I
have?
just knew you was getting a Jerry West.
Well, I don't go back that far, man.
Oh, okay. All
That is
right.
Even
far
when I
back.
say Wilt, I'll say I watch his highlights and how athletic he was. I don't go back that far.
So you
But
got you got Russ over just a kid
yeah,
Right.
and
I was
Steve
about to say
Nash.
this.
this is the thing about my number five. I won't argue whoever you got number five. Like if you
I'm
want
just
to
curious that you really got Russ better than them guys.
Your number is your number five a rotating door? Like do it
You got him
yeah,
over.
alternate?
You
like I
got you
won't
got
argue.
Russ over Rondo.
Yeah. Now if you asking who's my favorite, who's then if we're talking about pure point guards,
Just hoop and point
Rondo
guard.
might be number one on my list. But if you're talking about niggas that played point guard, Russ averaged a triple double 4-5 times. Like
That's what's gonna make this conversation interesting.
is it
Because
pure
what do we
or
do with James Harden?
That's what
What
I'm
do
about
we
to
do?
say.
What do
I
we do
think
with
James
James
Harden is a
Harden?
point guard in my eyes.
He's been a point guard for most of his career.
Fair. If
At
we
this point, he's been a point guard most of his career.
if we count James Harden, we could just talk about something else. Because then I don't know. Because I don't
I ain't
know.
gonna lie to you.
I
Not
don't
not.
know.
So we
It's
talk
tough.
about the Clippers and James Harden. I
It's tough.
think now. Granted, I'm glad we can say him a point guard because he ain't better than Dwayne Wade at the two. I don't think he's a better basketball player than Dwayne Wade. But what James Harden do offensively is special. It's special. It's special.
James Harden at his best is a crafty motherfucker, boy. He's a wizard. James Harden is a wizard, bro. He got a wand tucked in that beard somewhere. That nigga is a
And it's
wizard.
for drawing fouls. He got more. He shot. He got more points shooting free throws than he do for actual 2 points, 3 points.
Yeah,
I think I think he's like the third most craftiest shooting guard of all time.
crafty man. He's crazy. He's a crafty motherfucker, bro. He's a crafty motherfucker. And then, like I said, that's why I asked I believe it was a while back we was talking about. I was like, he's the best combo guard ever. It's not even close. Like we talking about 1 and 2 combined.
What's AI?
Not a better combo guard than Harden. Nah, not saying like Harden is a real point guard who's a real shooting guard. Like it's crazy.
I think AI a different monster. AI is just a straight out killer. Like I'm
He's a
talking about
combo
point.
guard. He's a 1 and 2. He's a combo guard. Combo guard.
Who?
You think Harden better than Allen Iverson?
As a hooper, that's player, no. But
Tough.
but the generate
Yes,
offense,
tough.
Harden
No,
can
but I
get you
don't think he's that. I want to say like as a that's tough, bro. Because I'm
he
biased.
ain't better.
If I
He's not
take my
better.
bias
He
out of
ain't
this
better.
shit, the
He ain't
answer is
better.
yes.
I'm
He
not
ain't
mad at
better.
either answer. I'm asking.
If I take my Allen Iverson bias of this just being my hero growing up out of this shit, it's really not even close, bro.
as a
You
hooper, not stat.
bullshit.
As a hooper. Okay, that's what's up.
Bullshit.
For what James Harden do, passing the ball, generate like we got to remember he was the backup point guard pretty much at OKC. He would come in and set everything the fuck up for them and score. Went to Houston, became this tool that became a phenomenon MVP ass player. You know what I'm saying? Since then he's been a point guard, Philly point guard with the Clippers, and damn near exclusively a point guard. Yeah, bro. Nah, I'm gonna have to go.
I'm gonna just give you a
Ain't too
moment.
many. Like if you look at these lists, Harden is what? What is he? Top 5 in threes made. He's he's averaged what 35 a game. He's
Yeah,
an MVP, and he's like tops on these assist lists. It's
right. You love moments. And we saw in the 2012 finals, we saw Russ show up, we saw KD show up, we didn't see Harden show up. We
but
watched
so,
Harden,
I
we
don't-
watched Harden. Granted, Chris
I was
Paul
gonna say,
got hurt. We
what are
watched
we
that
basing this
Rockets
up on?
team. We watched a James Harden led team miss 26 threes in a row with a chance to go to the conference finals. Meanwhile, I watched AI take that team
for sure.
to a finals. I'm with it either way though. I think that's a very interesting.
No, that was, bro. I agree, but when I picked the Clippers, before we started, I started by saying, now it's hard to trust James Harden in the playoffs.
He been balling.
Like he gonna have at least a couple games where he on some bullshit when you need him to not be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm acknowledging that I'm not a James Harden crusader, bro. I just, if I have to be honest, when I think about James Harden, bro, it's some uncomfortable conversations need to be had, bro, for what bro can do. Like, especially as combo guard. And the only reason that if you just ask me who would I rather have, give me AI. But then that's tough. Like, give me AI for those moments. You know what I'm saying? But I think that you can't name the one thing to me that AI definitively does better than James Harden. While I can name a couple.
Like what?
That Harden does. Outside of just being a dog or winner, I guess. Even though neither one on one, but we know why AI wins. What does AI do better?
Mine is shooting threes.
He's not better than Allen Iverson, bro.
What does Harden do better? Outside of, I think they both get to the cup at the same time.
Nah,
we talking combo guard, right?
It looks better, because how Harden does it, but like AI, he didn't have no wasted moments. He was getting there. It's here to here. It's fast. It was this. Like Harden, he spits what he about, but it's not about a pound of rock. So it's not gonna look pretty. And no step back threes with AI. No, it's none of that. I'm finna get here, and I'm only for who in the hole. I'm gonna put this floater over your head. I'm gonna get around you and lay this ball up, and I'm probably get a foul and one. You see what I'm saying? You want to come out of this print? I'm gonna sauce you up, get to my spot, 1, 2, 3 dribble, 1, 2 dribble, 1 dribble, pull up, splash. Like it just looked different.
AI game prettier than Harden's, bro. And all thing Harden had was that step back. Harden was getting. I didn't love Harden game. We've been talking about this for a long time, AJ. All Harden used to do to me was get to the line. AI game was prettier than Harden's to me because there was no wasted movement. And if you come out here, I'm a star.
But Harden with the handles and shit like that, they G pound a fucking rock.
AI handles.
No, but AI would get to a spot. He was not finna dribble with your ass for 30, 15 seconds.
Well, I never thought Harden had a pretty game, so that ain't, I guess, but that ain't why, bro. I'm gonna take AI, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. But combo guard, you said what does he do better besides shoot three? If we're talking about playing point guard, bro, like James Harden can be
John is a
we've
point guard.
seen him be a
What do you
killer
mean?
scorer and a pure point guard. We've
What's
seen him do both.
So what's the attribute he has that's better? I give you threes. We can't even argue threes.
Passing.
Like degree of difficulty or knowing when to pass. What you mean? Or just passing? Period. I'm not mad either way. I'm just asking.
Well, he's playing. I mean, I think Harden is a better passer. I think I've seen Harden make some very, very great passes. Behind the bag, skip through lanes. I think he's just a better passer. Maybe we didn't get to see AI's full passing bag, but I'm just going off of what I've seen. Like passing, I would give the edge to James Harden. Just running, being a floor general. That's what I'm saying. Like we've seen him actually be a pure point guard.
But I don't look at AI. But nobody ever look at AI as a point guard.
That's why we say combo guards. I said we're talking doing both. Is James Harden is not even close. That's what I said. But I said if you're telling me to take one, like if I need a two, I'm gonna take Allen Iverson. But if we're talking about the best people to ever be a point guard and shooting guard, like when they shows you, you got PG by your name this year's, SG by your name.
Put Steph up there in that category?
No.
Steph's never been a two.
It's Steph a point guard.
But you said, but okay, now that he's not been a two, but he plays like one. He don't always bring the ball to court.
We split hairs now because now we can go to a lot of niggas. Like I'm specifically talking about people who have been listed as a point guard and been listed as a shooting guard. Because if we just start talking about how niggas play, we
you said that. How many players have been in that had that?
That's why you brought up AI.
One, maybe who
else?
That's
agreed. That's why AI. That's why Allen Iverson came about because there's not that many.
Yeah,
in high school and college, it's a lot. But when you get to the league,
like that, then yeah, like who did that?
No. It was just a question. Do y'all agree that D Wade is above both of them?
Yes.
Above Harden and AI.
D Wade clearly number 3.
Yes.
No, it's not clear. AI and D Wade is an argument.
No, it's not.
It's a debate.
Champion.
No, it's not.
It's a debate.
As a basketball player.
Mm-hmm. You gonna tell me Allen Iverson and James Harden is not a debate, but Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade is not a debate.
James Harden and Dwayne Wade to be in debate.
You were talking about the things that James Harden is top 5 in, so that means we have to talk about accolades. Dwayne Wade is a Finals MVP, a 3-time.
Love Dwayne Wade. Love Dwayne Wade.
This is why Dwayne. This is why.
Okay, Jeremiah.
I didn't say that it's one other. I said it's a debate. That's all I said. Like this to say definitively better than Allen Iverson. It's a debate.
Who you got? This is who in this debate. What side you on this debate?
Today I feel like AI.
Better than Dwayne Wade.
Today I feel like AI. Add me tomorrow.
Then who's for? Is it Harden or Wade?
This D Wade. No, Harden never. I would never pick James Harden over Dwayne Wade.
Damn. So how far is? Never mind. We getting too far. Let me stop.
Bro, he's not better than Dwayne Wade, bro.
No. Bro, we've already discussed this, bro. It's on. If y'all looking at us, go to our Instagram at Ball Forever Podcast. It's a nice little reel on there of AJ saying all the reasons why he think Dwayne Wade's better than Allen Iverson. You can check us out right there. It's cool.
Yeah. Defense alone, like come on, I don't like people keep looking at one aspect of the game. Like, do you forget about defense? Like, defense don't matter. Like, he gave you both on both ends.
He's better on
offense in the game with a block shot. Like, AI ain't getting up blocking those shots. James Harden ain't doing that shit. No.
Bro, we do not have to revisit this conversation.
Hell no. We can keep telling you. We got a lot to go. We got more.
We went all the way left.
Yeah, I'm trying to step back. I'm trying to figure out what we got here. Clippers. So Clippers.
Talking about James Harden and shit.
Yeah, Clippers. Shout out to them. That's how I got there because you said James Harden should be all NBA this year. That's how you feel, Walt. All right. Well, that's cool. So Clippers, so everybody y'all still feel good? Everybody still got Clippers winning this?
I don't remember who I chose originally, but yeah, they need Mike Malone, man. They do. So
That's
yeah,
fucked them up.
Nah, for sure. Agreed. AJ, let's talk about your boys, man.
the Ravens.
Actually, hold on real quick before we get into that. Let's get this out the way. The Oklahoma City Thunder played the Memphis Grizzlies. Um, it was a 50-point win. I want to ask y'all real quick. What was the crazier stat? That OKC scored 131 or that Memphis only scored 80?
Memphis only scoring 80.
Yeah.
131 is pretty bad to give up in a playoff game. Like you not like look at the
131 is crazy in a playoff game.
yeah, it should be more like if you're gonna go over 100, keep it between 110 and 115. 131 is crazy. To only score 80, insane.
I'm saying, like, does it really matter? You got beat by 50 damn points. No matter wherever the score was at, like, it's gonna look crazy. Say you did score 110 points, it was 110 to 160. Like, either way it go, that score gonna look ridiculous. You
No,
gonna
I
lose 50
agree.
points.
I'm just saying, like,
A
80
50
points
point
is low.
deficit.
Like, what was more crazy like that? They only scored 80. That's why I'm not I think that the more impressive score was 131. Like, I was like, damn, they dropped 131 on their head. In the game, you gotta think, because you're already up 50. It's normalcy to take your foot off the gas. They might come back. The score might find some level of reasonability. You feel me? But to score 131 when you seeing they can't score at all, like they had to scrap to get to 80, and you still scoring at that clip to get to 131. I think 131 was the more eye-popping stat to me. But 50 points that's gonna look nasty regardless.
You got everybody on their team first on starting five got in double digits. Then they
Mm-hmm.
come off the bench and give you 21 points.
Mm-hmm.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ja Morant, 17 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. What does Ja need to do in order to get a win or try to make this a series?
Score 60 points every damn game. He got to cover some point spreads.
He
He
needs to
do.
go. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, what you think he can do to climb
Man,
up from?
he need to go hit up Elon, try to get a time machine and bring back Tony Allen, Zebo, and Mark Gasol. If he can team up with them, they good. Otherwise, I don't see it. Like originally when we talked about this, I said, well, if he scores 50, but I'm like, if Josh scores 50, that probably means nobody else is scoring. They still might only score 80. So I just don't see it. It would be more on Desmond Bain than Triple J. It would be more on them because the craziest part about it is I think SGA only had 15 points and he wasn't efficient at all. So it's just like, do we expect that again? He averaged 30 points against them in the season. So Ja would need
15 points, 4 for 13, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line.
he don't even shoot that many threes. That let you know what type of game it was.
Playing with y'all, yeah. I don't remember too many stat lines where Shea done took 7 threes.
He don't because
One for
he don't
7.
shoot threes. He love the mid range. But man, if Ja could have played with Zebo them, that would have been something. That
I
would have
was
been
thinking
something.
that too. That would have been a hell of a
That would have
team,
been
boy.
some. You put that team with Ja now, they taking OKC out. Chet gonna look like a little boy versus
Yeah.
Zebo.
Well, all of them in there, Marc Gasol, Zebo, Tony Allen.
All of them.
Don't let it be the squad that still had a good Rudy Gay on it.
All of it.
Ooh.
OJ Mayo, all of them. All of
Uh,
them.
they
But
need the what they call it on 2K. They got the all-time teams. They need the all-time Grizzlies.
there you go.
No, they need that shit funny. Okay.
But I don't think it's much they could do. And it would be more on the
Okay.
role players. Yeah.
No, I agree. I wasn't gonna say what you said. I was gonna say they need to go to Space Jam and touch the ball, turn to the Monstars and some shit. Like he need them boys. They need to steal the other niggas' powers, bro. Like Like Desmond Bain got to become Jason Tatum. Jaren Jackson Jr. got to be Joker. Like it's like they gotta steal some other niggas' games to get up out of here. So
Gotcha.
that's it. Long story short, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing to see here. Do they get a game for we ain't gotta stay on them long. Do they get a game? Game two, they OKC. Do they get a game?
I think Ja get this game.
You think he gets game two in OKC?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. He
I
was
say,
on that one. I
I
can't
say,
ride. I ain't ride with that.
I
Yep.
say no. I do think they could get a game, maybe even two. One thing you do got to hang your hat on is you did play SGA pretty good, right? You did play him pretty good. I don't expect niggas to come off the bench and do what they did because the starters they were in double figures, but it's not like they all had 25. I think Jay Will the only one that had 20, right? I think so. The only starter that had 20.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Chet
it's like,
had 19.
they also didn't play that many minutes though. Man, it's over. They
I
might
won't say none of the starters played more than 25 minutes, bro.
yeah.
Jalen Williams played 26. Them niggas played 21 minutes. Chet had 19 points in 21 minutes. He
I'm
was three.
I'm a respect Memphis and the grindhouse and all of that. I think they can win a game. Not tonight. There is 2-0 right now, but
Bro,
they'll win a game at home.
these minutes are disrespectful, bro. I've never seen this level of minutes dispersed in a playoff game ever, bro. Like I've never seen this many people in one game play 20 plus minutes, bro.
That's how
They
you know
could have gave the ball boy some. They could have gave the ball boy some burn out there, bro. That's crazy.
oh, facts.
Um, but yeah, man, shout out to them. That's a wild one. That's a wild one. The series everybody kind of been talking about. First off, do Ant get fined? Did y'all see the video of Ant-Man at the Lakers game
I
Talking to
love
the
it.
fan or
I
against
love it.
talking
Luca?
to the fan? And the fans. So for those who watching, if you may have not seen the video, Anthony Edwards, young superstar for the Minnesota Timberwolves, playing the Lakers in LA. They were getting ready to check in. Him and Rudy Gobert. A fan was heckling Rudy. So Ant being the stand up young man he is, he stood up for his teammate. You know, he heckled back. He let him know Ant got 200 mil. Ant got 200 mil. But then it kind of took a left turn. When he turned, he's like, "Hey, my dick bigger than yours." Hey, bro, throw it on, bro. It was just, yeah. So that's what happened. Ant had an altercation with a fan. Told him that Rudy got 200 mil. He ain't got no mills, and told him that he had a bigger penis.
Yeah.
Do
Best
y'all
part.
think?
My bad.
That's why I think that's what get him fined. If he was just yelling saying Rudy got 200 M's, but when he said, "Am my dick bigger than yours?" I'm like, damn.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I love it.
Now y'all tell me if I'm wrong for this. I think that should be normal. I think the
Absolutely.
the player and fan interaction should be in there. If a fan can talk shit and call me everything he can
All
probably
type of
think of
shit.
out of my fucking
100%.
head, and
Yep.
I should be able. Now, granted, I understand that I'm protecting the brand, partnerships and sponsorships and all that. I get it. So okay, maybe it's certain things we can and cannot say, but I think it should be. I think it should be okay. Uh, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? For us fans, for us people to watch the game at home and see the interaction. Long as they're not fighting, they're not throwing nothing at them.
And
It
talk
ain't
about
nothing
kids. We good.
disrespectful. You ain't talking down to people. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. We had a score table. You talking shit to me. Like I like when Brownie said your chain fake. Like I think it should be more of that. I think that should be a normal thing
Bro.
in sports. It
It
should be
used to be
normal.
applauded. Oh, I'm sorry. It used to be applauded. I think that's when people be like, "We want the whole basketball back." This is that energy. You know what I'm saying? But the only difference is this right here. Fucking cell phones, bro. That's it, bro. You can you believe the shit they were probably saying to these fans in the 90s and shit? But now everybody got a phone right there, and as soon as something happens, is up to the world immediately.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's the biggest difference. But it's like we want this type of energy. The NBA want this type of energy, but then when you got a young nigga giving it, y'all gonna take his choke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
my favorite part about that shit though, when he kept saying he got two, Rudy was like
No,
three.
I got three. I got three. Yeah.
And then Ant-Man was like, my bad, he got three. I'm with AJ. That's a nice, wholesome interaction. That's how we talk in the locker room. That's how we talk at the court. Niggas, well, I ain't heard it in a minute, but you know, back in the day, nigga, my dick bigger than yours. Like, that's just how men talk. Let that shit go. That was nothing. Ain't nobody disrespect nobody kids. Ain't nobody touch nobody. Nobody spit. Nobody slap. He don't deserve a fine for that. Let that go.
I
Let that
agree.
go. That fan paid enough money to sit that close. And he was at the scores table. It's not like it was a timeout. Like, and entertained it. It's not like Ant entertained it. Like, that was great. That was great to see. That gave me chills. I like that. And Ant is a funny ass nigga.
That
Ant
nigga funny, bro. That nigga is
funny
so
ass
he is an Atlanta YN for your ass, Jack.
nigga.
That
Yeah, but I
nigga
fuck with it. And I would agree. We need more of that. More of that.
gotta love Ed, man. Um, so as he got into it with the fan, he proceeded to go on the court and beat Mr. Big Draws. Um, took it to the Lakers that night. It really wasn't close. After the first quarter, final score 117-95. Luca did everything he could do to get him started. AJ, I'm gonna let you have the floor first, man. How do you feel about your team losing? Did it put any cause to pause? Because I know you had Lakers in five. You feel me? So now that they got a sweep to get to five, how you feeling?
Hey man, say man, how we've been doing it for a long time now. We ain't panicking a game one of the first round of playoffs. Don't get who the opponent is. We come on, like LeBron shot the ball 18 times, scored 19 points. Is he gonna do that again? Fuck no. Only had shit 3 assists. Let's do that again. Fuck no. Like we're not going to see a pattern of this to get this results of a score. It ain't gonna. It's just not gonna happen. Is it going to be a fun series? Yes. Is the Lakers in five still? Absolutely. We still Lakers in five. Is it going to be a nice, good 5 games? Yes, it is. But the first one didn't start off so well. But the rest of the four will be. And it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. We got Luca, we got AR, we good money. We got LeBron, we got JJ Redick. Like, hey, relax. Ain't no
Got
time
Aaron
to
Rodgers
panic.
too?
Ain't no
Okay.
time to trip. Relax. We good. You know what I'm saying? We went back to school. We had a whiteboard. We played the game. It was on Saturday. Hey, we got a good break. 2 games to figure this shit out for sure. So yeah, we not panicking. We not tripping. Hey, I said what I said. I'm standing on that shit. You can disagree. Now I'm interested in hearing why.
You can go ahead, Walker.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
They want no
AJ,
smoke.
he
Sound
the,
about right. They want no smoke. Sound about right. Go ahead,
Only
Walt.
uh,
Nigga, duck that smoke.
the
are you
funny
are you directing to me?
I did, but Walkie take it because
You
you
did, you
ducked the
did,
smoke.
you gotta
You
address
duck,
the
you
shit,
ducked
bro.
it. It's all good. You ain't
You
want that.
gotta
You ain't
address
want
the
them
shit.
problems. It's
You
all
got
right. It be like that.
y'all get
bro, your whole take was so laughable that I just been trying to like, you know how when you like acting and the nigga funny and you trying to hold it in for the scene? Like I was trying to keep it together for the pod, bro.
Type
That shit
shit.
was laughable as hell. That was a
Type
terrible take.
shit.
Your voice was trembling. You didn't even sound confident. I mean, we got Bron. I mean, how often he gon'
How
three
often we gonna
assists?
see that?
Yeah,
Three
man,
assists from
listen.
Braun?
Man, listen.
19
Lakers in
points of
trouble.
18 shots from
The
Braun?
Lakers in
God.
trouble. Lakers in trouble. They got they too light in the ass, bro. They too light in the ass. Julius Randle gonna make LeBron work. We gonna see. First off, this is the first time we ever seen old man Bron have to be at the five this much. Because Jackson Hayes, you can't play him. Like it is, sit your ass down. We're not gonna see Jackson Hayes. So everybody will talk about my team and our lack of size. These Lakers is little. These Lakers ain't got no size. They gonna get punished. They not playing no defense. If you look at it, they talk about Minnesota was hot from the three. If you look at them, they was all wide open threes. Wide open threes. So Luca dropped 37. Okay, that's great. I expect that from Luca. You want to talk about what LeBron didn't do? Ant-Man was what, 8? He was 8 for 22. He didn't even have. He had a bad shooting night. How often is that gonna happen? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's a lot of advantages for Minnesota.
He
Um,
done 22 points.
and we're gonna see what's going on, man. All I know is they better win game 2. The next time we record is gonna be fun. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
You
fun.
see what I'm doing? Me not holding my last figure. That's how fun that shit is.
You had a force there. That wasn't even real laugh. That was
That's
forced
me not
laughter.
be able to
That
hold my
was
laugh
forced.
fit because that was so fucking funny.
That shit was forced laughter.
Go ahead, Walt. That's
Yeah.
me. I can't hold that laugh fit. That's how
Uh,
fun that shit was.
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
couldn't hold it in.
I'm not gonna lie. I do agree with AJ on one thing. On which one is really his premise.
Put
Everything
your
after that,
finger.
I agree with some bullshit. Well, in my opinion, let me not say it was bullshit. I disagree. Let me say I disagree. Not it was bullshit. I do agree that we've seen LeBron go down 0-1 1,000 times. Like if I was if I was the Wolves coach, I'd be like, bro, it's still 0-0. We ain't won. It's still 0-0. Now we go up, like you said, Jeremiah. If the Wolves go up 2-0, it's over. That shit is over then.
And can I say something to that, Walk, real quick?
You'd be going up 2-0 on the road. It's over. What you say, Jeremiah?
I just want to say something because yeah, we've seen LeBron go down 0-1, but he has a losing record in playoff series when he's down 0-1. I just
Most
want to throw that out there for a
most,
caveat.
most players probably do have a losing record when they're down 0-1 though. I mean that's just analytics, I guess. But I'll say this about I'm with you on the points, AJ. I expect LeBron to have 20 plus. The assist though, we got to talk about the assist because I've spent the last couple of years telling you that the Lakers others are not as good as y'all think they are. They're not. They showed you 2 years ago. They showed you last year. And they really showed you this year, aside from a couple of games. Gabe Vincent, Rui is okay. Finney Smith, and fucking Jackson Hayes. The last time we recorded, I told y'all Jackson Hayes, not that y'all disagree, but I told y'all Jackson Hayes is not going to be a factor in this series.
Can't
I think
play
he
him.
played 8 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Can't
He's
play
not
him.
going to be a factor. All of those oops that Luka threw is cool until number 27 is in the lane, until it's Rudy Gobert, or until it's Nas Reed back there, or when it's Julius Randle. I would agree with Jeremiah. Minnesota has a lot of size. All Saturday, when we watched the game, I was telling Mike and Tristan, Minnesota's not going to shoot like this again. Kevin whispered, he said, Sean, these threes are open. I said, damn.
They wide the fuck open.
Damn, these are open. Austin Reeves had 14 in the third quarter, so it's not like he played bad. Luka gave you 37. I do expect Bron to have more points and just like a bigger imprint on the game. To AJ's point, Bron is not going to be as absent as he was in game 2. As absent as he was in game 1, in game 2. I expect a much closer game. Not that we're predicting, but I just got a question for you, AJ. Are you like back on earth now? Because I feel like most of the season y'all spend time, whoever we play, Lakers at 5, Lakers at 5. I know it's funny, the Shannon Sharp shit. It's funny, but y'all and Jeremiah, you're guilty of this too. I'm not letting you off the hook, but we're gonna wait for your segment. I think that you're guilty of like most Laker fans, you think because you have LeBron that you're gonna win. I think because you have LeBron, you have a chance. Y'all think because you have LeBron, you're automatically gonna win. So like last week, this time you were up here. Like, are you back like here now? Real question.
I'm
Are
trying to
you back on
understand the
Earth?
question.
Are you back on Earth?
He still said Lakers at 5. No, he's
That's what
still
I'm
up
saying. I'm trying
there.
to understand. Like you
He's
Are
saying,
you
still
back
because we
on
have
Earth?
LeBron.
No. But think about what was his reasoning for Lakers at 5? AJ thought that the Lakers were going to show up and just beat the fuck out of Minnesota, right? That didn't fucking
Yeah.
happen. Now, do you see the flaws that the Lakers have, or to you is it just man? That was just one game.
He
That
still
was
he
just
just said
game
they finna
one. We
win the
make
next 4.
adjustments.
No, AJ. I know it was game 1. But
Yeah.
are you just saying that was just game 1? Because they did that on your home floor. And we all know role players play better at home, and your role players were trash. Trash. So it was just one game?
All right. First and foremost, before I answer that question, I don't like you leaning forward, pointing your
Oh,
finger. in my
Both of
goddamn
y'all are gonna
face.
get this
Like,
same.
nah. Now you wanna ask me, you wanna talk about shit, let's talk about some shit. I'm talking about every damn thing. Don't be leaning forward, pointing your goddamn finger like in
Are
my
you
face
back?
like that. That's number one.
Are you back?
Number two, like I said before, while I was talking, Lakers in 5, we've been going on a 4-game winning streak. It's gonna be 4 good games, but it's about to be over with.
Oh, you said
I
Lakers still
said
in
that.
five.
What you
Okay,
understand?
good.
Man, well, I would say about the Lakers, man. I think that the X factor for the Lakers is Rui Hachimura. When Rui is playing good, when Rui is hitting that corner three and playing good, like Rui has to give you around 20, between 15, 20, and they got to be efficient. Like when Rui is hitting that, he be more engaged defensively. Like Rui is really like, he's their best role player to me. Depending on how you view Austin Reeves, like Austin Reeves, I don't really consider role player. Rui's their best role player. So they're gonna need Rui. And he usually plays good at home. So you're gonna need Rui to really be a force. You're gonna need him to rebound because they undersized as fuck. So you're gonna need Rui to rebound. You're gonna need him to hit open threes. Um, it's just a lot, bro. Like I said, I don't even think Minnesota played great and they blew them out. Like I said, Ant shot the ball horribly, had 22. Julius Randle wasn't aggressive. He had 16, but you let Jaden McDaniels. So
Hey, he only look at Jaden McDaniel's numbers though. He only went 3 of 3 is 100%, but most of his shit was 2-pointers.
yeah,
And Rudy Gobert didn't do much either. He did get
nothing.
some blocks and he was a presence for when he played, but
He
now
had 6 rebounds and 2 points.
I don't expect Nas Reed
And
to
missed that layup. Rudy sucked offensively.
but
Rudy.
I don't know.
Like I said, like I don't. It wasn't a great game. Like it was not a great game for Minnesota, and they blew them boys out. So I think the Lakers could be in trouble, man. I think the Lakers could be in trouble. So we'll see. Well, I
So
can't wait for the night's game. This is gonna be
I got
lit.
one. I got one question about this one though. Given what Ant-Man did to KD last year and then Joker, if Ant-Man wins the series, are we calling him a superstar? If he figures out how to win this series and a
He's
superstar.
definitely a superstar. He's really there now, but if he win this for sure,
Mhm.
because that means you would have swept KD, beat Joker, and you got Bron and Luca.
He was down 0-2 to Joker.
No, he was up. Oh, he was up 2-0. They won the first 2 games in Denver,
Oh, you're right. And then Denver went back and
and
won
then
two.
Denver won. And I want saying so. Yeah, yeah. And you won Game 7 in Denver on Joker.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And then you get Bron and then Luca up out of here. Yeah, yeah.
I still got the Lakers, but tonight gonna be a game.
I picked the Lakers, but I'm off that. I was tripping.
You switching your pick?
Timberwolves in 6. Over with. Wolves in 6. If they win tonight, they might sweepstakes they last. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't like Bron that used to being swept.
I
You know what
still
I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Speaking of sweeps, man, Golden State play Houston. They just dusting off the brooms, man. You know, Steph Curry don't know what it's like to be swept. He never been swept before. I like LeBron. Um, so Golden State won. Wasn't really impressive fashion. Won by 10 in a game that they led by as many as like 22. Did y'all change? How do y'all feel about the series? Did that change how I feel about the series?
Trying to figure out why we're talking about Golden State. Like,
Cause
I thought we all said it. Nobody wants to talk about Golden State. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Golden State. Like, yeah, they play Houston for sure. They might win this series for sure. They don't play till tomorrow. They didn't even play last night. Like, why are we talking about Golden State? But you want
um,
to talk about so much. So let me hear why you love Golden State chances so much to win this series. I'm down. I really want to hear this.
do you?
It would make my fucking day.
Well, let me make your fucking day. Um, nah, man, I don't have much analysis for this. We just a better team. We're gonna win. Really, it's not a lot there. Not a lot there. Houston doesn't have enough offensively to compete with Golden State. and Golden State is just as great defensively. We just don't have the same size. Um, Golden State can play defense, man. So I don't have much for it here, man. I think I picked Golden State. I believe in 6, but if we win game 2, it's sweepstakes.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I get why. I don't got it being a sweep. I think Houston can get a 1. Now, can they get 2? I don't know, but they definitely can get them 1. But nah, I like Golden State chances. You know, I fought with playoff Jimmy. I want to see how that is going to continue to look with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green and Steph Curry on the court together. Man, it's going to be something special. I just be interested how deep they go in the playoff run. I fuck with Steph Curry. I fuck with Draymond Green. I fuck with Jimmy. So some couple guys on that squad I fuck with. I don't fuck with too many guys that root for them and watch every play. There's some guys that go to sleep with the Golden State Warriors pajamas. The walls is painted Golden State blue and red, blue and orange, and their bedroom. Yeah, they got a Steph Curry blankie and
Blakey,
shit. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? So yeah, it's a couple of those guys I don't fuck with. But far wise, a couple players in the Golden State I fuck with. Yeah, I'm interested to see how good they, you know what I'm saying, can turn this shit out. For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
I ain't got like I said, I ain't got much of it.
I mean, yeah, it really ain't, man. Like I said, like they got our rebounded by 16. They gave up 22 offensive rebounds. I do think Ime Udoka, who was a great coach. I think he'll make the adjustment. I think Steven Adams got to have more minutes. You thought you came in this series thinking I'll play him about 20 minutes or so because I think Steven Adams need to play 30 plus minutes. Um,
He
when
will.
he was out there, it was just a difference. Like he was like the offensive boards and all. So, and if he go double big with Steven Adams and Shingun, that's where I see them causing us the most problems. But if I'm Ime Udoka, I'm playing Steven Adams 30 plus minutes unless he in foul trouble.
Type
He
shit.
was better than Sengun in that
Now
second half.
Shingun, but Shingun was their only offensive threat. Now rebounding and shit like that, yeah. But putting the ball in the bucket,
I
Shingun kept that shit from getting out of hand.
I agree. I don't think he'll be the reason you win though. I'm just pissed he fucked up my parlay. He fucked me up something serious, boy. But
To the
yeah.
under,
No, I took the over on his second half rebounds, over 5.5. But Adams got all the fucking rebounds because Sengun wasn't in the paint like that no more. But them boys finna get beat. They finna get
nah,
beat.
for sure.
But I think the funny thing with the Warriors is they need Steph and Jimmy to play big every night.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like how realistic. I mean, it's like most teams need that.
I don't agree with that. I don't, not,
Why
for
not?
me, you think they need both of them to play big for Houston? I think in general to really compete deep. But you said just against Houston, you think they need both of them to play well?
Yeah.
I don't, I
Yeah,
don't, I don't,
How many
I
points
don't
does
agree
Steph
with that.
have?
31.
You think Steph could have finished that game with 18 to 20 points and it would have been the
No,
same result?
they lose the game. They only won by 10
No,
points.
not that particular game, no. But I do think there's a game where Steph can have 25 or less and they can still. I
No.
don't think so, especially
Hold
when
on,
them
hold on.
games they go to state.
Hold on.
I seen Pajimski go get 30. I seen Moody go get 30. You
I
know what I'm
seen,
saying?
I seen I seen Houston beat you 2 weeks ago when both of them played really good, but not great. Regular season, I get it. I think they both got to play great. I mean, I guess time will tell, but I don't
I don't
think they
think they
really.
both gotta play great each game in order for us to beat Houston. I agree with that in round
More about
two.
Houston? Is it more about Houston?
More about Houston. It's not that I think that our role players are just that great, but I think they're good enough and they getting better by the day, bro. I like our shooting big man. I like Santos. I like Post. I
Jeez,
like
that
hmm?
man can shoot. Post can
They can
shoot.
shoot, bro. Like we got some spacers and they got a little size on them. You know what I'm saying? So I like what our bench can do, especially if they get rolling at home. So, I don't think it has to be like that. And it's really because I don't trust Houston to put that much pressure on you offensively.
Only because of Jalen Green, but I hear you.
And like their lack of offensive explosiveness mixed with the great defense that Golden State does truly play, I think that's gonna be the reason why.
We'll see. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But That's enough for the NBA playoffs, man. Get into some NFL teams. Let's get into some NFL teams. Um, we here, bro. It's draft week. There's some young men whose lives about to be changed forever, forever, ever, ever. They about to change their whole bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Um, so the draft is in 2 days. We're not gonna do a full draft deep dive like we do. You know, we'll do some post draft things and give out some grades and see how we feel about what these teams did during the draft. So we just gonna keep it specific to our team. You know what I'm saying? Um, Me and Walt will take the Falcons. AJ, take whichever team he landed on this season. Um, and we just gonna do it like that, man. So Falcons draft 15th. Walt, what should they do?
Um, Me personally, I got 4 players in mind. All right. I got Mason Graham, defensive tackle from Michigan. You just lost Grady, right? We know how important it is to be able to stop the run.
Yeah.
The issue is Mason Graham is probably going top 10, so probably won't get him. My next one will be Will Johnson. He also played at Michigan, a cornerback, like we talked about in pre-production. That secondary ain't good. Jesse Bates covers a lot of holes. Like, he makes us look a lot better than
Him and Simmons. That's probably the best safety tandem. With all due respect to Detroit, that's probably the best safety tandem.
I don't think we re-signed Simmons though. That's the only thing. I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
That was a 1-year deal. That was a 1-year deal.
I was. I could be wrong, but I think it was. So
it might have been a 1-year deal.
Will Johnson will be number 2 because I'm like you. I don't really see AJ Terrell as a number 1. I think Will Johnson could be a number 1 one day, but he won't have to be next year. But he could step in as a 2. Just hear me out on this one. Malachi Starks, the safety from Georgia. Why not? Like, we know how great things can be when you got one good safety. Like you said, if you got 2 good safeties, now you're really doing things. And then I said Tyler Warren, the tight end from Penn State. Just hear me out on this one. Hear me out. I know we don't want to draft tight ends early. Tyler Warren is a football player. Y'all seen what's his name? What's Kittle? I don't know why I can't remember Kittle's first name, but he's just
George.
George.
Yeah,
George Kittle. He's just like George Kittle. Went to Penn State. I know you've seen him before. Hella games with like 7, 8 catches, over 100 yards. He blocks. He done ran the ball. He played quarterback in high school. We all tired of Kyle Pitts. I think we could be honest on that one, right? So I wouldn't be mad at that either. But unfortunately, he's also probably going top 10 to like the Jets or somebody. But basically, my mindset is take the best player available. I don't care at this point. I don't care if it's a receiver. I mean, obviously not a quarterback or a running back or a guard because we already have those positions. But like, take need, best player available, mesh it together, and whatever player you come up with, that's the player you take. But if we can end up with any 4 of those are all day one. That's another thing we need to look for. Look for somebody who can start day one. We don't need no projects for our first 4 rounds of picks. They need to be day one starters. So those will be my 4 guys. But if I had to crack it down to 1, I would want Mason Graham, because even if Grady did have a quote unquote down season, you're way worse up front without Grady. You're way worse without him. So Mason Graham from Michigan will be my pick.
I'm not mad at that. You ultimately landed where I was gonna land. I don't give a fuck what you take. I really don't. I like everything is open outside of the positions that you detail. Whoever you have the highest grade on that is still sitting there at 15, you have to take. Like you said, I would be elated to get some receiver help, but I really wanted us to get one of these veteran receivers, Cooper Kupp, one of these Debo. I really wanted that to happen. Because then you can kind of get off from under them early, like a dig, some favorable team contract where, you know what I'm saying, to give some more weapons to Penix. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be asking a lot of him offensively with just Drake London and Mooney. You feel me? So
People
I
already
would
know.
have liked to see them do that. I'm hoping and praying that we can trade Kyle Pitts, but like sometime like now, like between now and Thursday, and get something for him that can turn into some other receiver help because
Yeah,
I do think we need receiver help. But
absolutely. Absolutely.
as far as that first round goes, you man, the world is your oyster. You just can't miss on him. Like whoever it is, I don't give a fuck what he is or what he do. You cannot miss on him. You know what I'm saying? And I get Raheem. So whoever you big on Raheem, if you gonna go defense, he better be him.
Yeah.
He better be him. We can't afford another failed draft pick. And y'all know me, I'm big on whatever your staple was when you got the job. That side of the football better be stout. So having a below average defense is not gonna work, Raheem. And having a lack of talent is not an excuse. Not an excuse. Not an excuse. Like especially when I watch what Aaron Glenn did up in Detroit once they lost Hutchinson and had all them injuries around them.
Injury.
Like no, saying that you have a lack of personnel is not good enough for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, scheme better, figure it out, do what you gotta do. I ain't trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So we do got the white boy coming back that got hurt that we drafted last year. I really wanted to see him play on defense. He got hurt. He got hurt in preseason. What was it? He was like a third round pick.
Yeah.
Um,
Oregon. The pass rusher. I know you're
the
talking.
pass rusher.
I can't remember. I told my mom.
But I liked him. I liked him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he should be
He
coming
went to
back.
Oregon. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as a pick that I think will be there, I like Mike Green
Okay.
from Marshall, the
Yeah.
edge rusher.
Yeah.
I think he could be available, and I think he can really be an impact player on a line that's gonna need some help. And then you said my other guy, not Will Johnson. That's the quarterback. It's the big man from Michigan, man.
Mason Graham. It's two of them. I'm talking about the better one, Mason Graham. Yeah. It's two
Mason
of them.
Graham.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can get our hands on Mason Graham, if he's there, that'll be great. But ideally, Jalen Walker would be ideal. Um,
Is that Georgia?
Georgia. Whether he's sitting there at 15 still remains to be seen. But yeah, so that's what I would do. I don't give a fuck what it is though, Raheem. You on the clock, buddy. You on the
Fact.
clock. Terry, you super on the clock. You know what I'm
Is it
saying?
Terry?
Like
Is it?
there ain't even the clock no more. It's the little fucking what's the shit? The
Yeah.
sand. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hourglass shit.
The
Yeah.
hourglass. Yeah, man. You on the hour. So that's all I got for the Falcons right now.
No facts.
We'll be back. We'll see what they do, though. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see.
Too. Let me make sure I'm good and drunk that night. When is that?
Now,
2 days?
so I was drunk as hell last draft night. When they picked Michael Penix, I was turned up. I was like, okay. I was
Oh,
happy.
I'm confused. Oh, we signed a Easton Stick today, so we might move off of Kirk Cousins for real.
That's what I'm saying. We can get some. That's why I'm saying I'm surprised it hasn't been more done right now. I think that's why people
It's salary.
There's not a lot of buzz around this draft because we haven't seen a lot of pre-draft moves. Like Kirk should have been gone for a third or fourth or something.
Yeah, but
Like
you gotta remember, Aaron Rodgers holds the dominoes to that though, because like the Steelers wouldn't want to do. I don't.
the people waiting to see what Aaron Rodgers do.
Yeah,
Like idiots, whatever.
I would take a fifth for Kirk, a fifth, and pay half of his salary because we're gonna have to pay or the guarantee. We're gonna have to pay most of it.
Yeah.
Pay half of his shit and give me a fourth. You can have him because we got our quarterback, and then we got Easton Stick is not good, but he's an okay backup. So and then we don't
I'm
have to
cool
deal
on the Kirk Cousins experiment, man.
I don't want him to
He
get
went from Kirkwood Cousins to
I know.
Kennesaw Cousins real quick. You got to kick him out the city.
It is what it is. I ain't mad at him for getting his money though.
Nah, he gonna do that, and the Falcons dumb ass gonna get it to you. So
I need his
run it up.
facts.
All right, AJ, what you looking at over there? You trying to pick a team?
type shit. No, yeah. This year I'm with my boy 8 again. Y'all know that. I don't know why y'all be acting like that. I just got other teams that I enjoy, such as Denver. Well,
The
yeah,
Jets,
such as
Chargers.
Denver, the Jets. Shout out to
Chargers,
South Gardner them. You know what I'm
Falcons.
saying? Definitely the Falcons. Can't forget the Falcons. Shout out to them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys
But
right
not,
there.
don't not claim your Chargers, bro. Claim your Chargers.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Chargers. Shout out to the
Mhm.
Hardboy boys. Shout out to Khakis. I'm for both the Hardboy boys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys. But this today we're gonna focus on Ravens and honestly, that defense. I need a corner, a edge rusher, a stout linebacker that's 1 and 2 at that position. I need something like that for the Ravens. They can give me someone on defense, a top decent stud, a steal, and you would say in this draft and get somebody on the deep side of the ball because we need it. It was too many times in the game where I think the game was close or the games were lost because the defense wasn't playing up to par. Shout out to my boy Marlon Humphreys. He was definitely all pro this year, so we're not gonna just bypass that. But all in all, man, defense. They got one guy from Boston College, Donovan. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's an edge rusher though. The mock draft got them getting him. So hopefully they decent. I ain't see much of it. I know my Mel Kiper on the goddamn show. He can tell me something later on and what about him. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with that defense. Anybody on the damn defense, as long as they can play and they can make instant impact, I ain't tripping.
Oh, you don't even care about the position, just defense.
Yeah, I take a rush. I take a corner. I shit something. We need something to goddamn get us off the ball, get us off the field, third downs. I think my biggest thing with that was last year was we were giving up too many deep plays down the field, too many blown coverages, and just we weren't got the ball, we weren't got the field on third down. So that was something we got to adjust and fix for sure.
For sure. Nah, for sure. For sure. Um, Without having to get into it too crazy, Cam Ward and Shador.
Cam
This is
Ward.
more of a question for AJ. I already know, like
Oh,
I knew, I know you gonna walk. I know you. I know AJ. You're Tennessee. You run it. The buck stops with you.
oh, neither
Who
one
are
of them.
you taking at number one?
I probably to me, I'm not gonna just pick just. I probably go Shador. I think Cam Ward um, can play. If he has a better quarterback, I probably say Cam Ward to a degree, but I'm looking at business too. And Shador gonna bring some business in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna need all that flashy shit. Bring all that shit with you, all that airy cocky shit. Bring that shit with you, and we're gonna just build around that. I don't see Shador. I don't see no situation or him or Cam Ward. I don't see. I can correct if I'm wrong. I don't see a Jalen Daniels situation for them guys. Or a CJ Stroud situation for these guys. You know what I'm saying? That best suit them early on in their career for them to have instant success. I
Depending on where
think
they
they
go.
would have to wait a couple years for a team to show that they are best in them and can do something around them. But like I've been saying, it's to Shador's benefit if he drops in that draft. Honestly, in my opinion, it's to his benefit.
I think what you just said is my total reason for if I was Tennessee, I would do everything I could to trade out of that pick. I would try to fleece somebody, and I don't think none of these guys are generational. I could be wrong, but I don't think none of these guys are them like that from the quarterback position. I would either take Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter, or I would do everything I could to move out of that spot and stockpile a bunch of picks to improve my trash ass team.
Do you,
Like
Travis Hunter? Do you think he's gonna be that good?
I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter is really hard for me to predict what he gonna be. I don't even know what position he gonna fucking play yet for
He's
real.
but look at the Titans team though. Who's the number one corner? Ladarius Sneed.
Need. That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
even need you
So
to
if you put
commit.
Travis Hunter as a two, he can learn under Snead.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I don't. Were you asking who should go number one? Period, or between those two?
Yeah, well, not like you. Who would you take with the number one pick if you were Tennessee?
I would take Travis Hunter. I've been saying this only because I already have a number one corner. I would take Travis Hunter. I would. I don't. But if I had to choose one of the quarterbacks, there's no way in hell I would take Shador over. I just don't. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I see a solid quarterback. I see a quarterback where if you put everything around him, I think Shador will be solid to good. Cam Ward got a little bit more of that escapability, a little bit more of that out of structure play. Shador is more like when everything is going good, I'm good. When everything is not going good, I don't know.
I don't think we should do that really pisses me off watching plays. He take too many fucking sacks. He don't. He's like throw the ball away, bro. Get the
Wow,
ball, throw the ball away.
I love
He
it.
takes too many fucking sacks. I don't
They
like
they
that.
be
And my,
dogging
my
his O line. I'll be like, his O line is bad, but a lot of those sacks are on him. Like a
You
lot
can
of those
you can
are on him.
avoid.
You
Then he
already
getting
know your
somebody
offensive line is bad. You already know that. So
with no running game.
and when
So
and when and when I'm looking at prospects, me personally, I like to look at the comparables. You know how they compare them to somebody, even though a lot of them be some bullshit comparisons. I just be wanting to see like where they thinking this could go with this dude. The doors comparables is Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield. Like it ain't like usually the comparables be like some special shit.
Jared
quick
Goff,
question.
Even a guy I got a lot of respect for, Louis Riddick. I don't it's crazy, but compare Cam Ward to Patrick Mahomes. Like I just have heard none of that like high praise comparable when they look at Shador's game. Like his comparables is to quarterbacks that's decent to mid. You know what I'm
Quick
saying?
question.
Holmes.
He said Louis Riddick was on first take. And he was saying um, Cam Ward's throwing angles he can possess.
I did see that.
The little
Oh, he
shit
got
like
okay. He got specific. That's fine. Okay,
Throwing angles.
him like I'm like okay, I don't know about
No,
No.
he's somebody the ability. Um,
that. Okay.
this is wild, bro. This is wild because my thing is, all right. Do y'all would y'all say Jalen Hurts, based on what he's seen from him in college, that he exceeded expectations
Exceeded
already?
AJ exponentially exceeded.
Okay.
He put the
Ba-
work in though. You can see it. He
Yeah.
was not. He didn't come in that good. He put the work in.
Yeah.
Like his throwing improvement from year one to year three,
Crazy facts.
oh,
days.
okay. Now, with Shador, based on what we see from him in college, what would we need to see from him in the pros for me to be like, okay, he satisfied expectations?
Hold on, if to that Jalen Hurts shit real quick, because nigga wasn't really sold on Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts had the athleticism and the shit that they not giving that Shador doesn't have. We seen Jalen Hurts be a winner. We seen him win with Bama. We seen him go to Oklahoma and win. So it's like we seen his winner intangibles along with his big game playmaking and his athleticism. So like when they look at if Shador was a better athlete, faster, any of that, man, they will be clamoring around Shador.
Yeah.
I think it's his lack of. I think it's his lack of athletic ability, quote unquote. That is why they so down on.
Yeah. Jeremiah on his shit today. I don't even have nothing to say. He just said it all. People's expectations for Shador are already too high. If you ask me, it's not that he's not good though. They're just too high because he doesn't have those other things that Cam has. Let me not say he doesn't have them. We haven't seen it, but we've seen Cam get rushed by bull rushed by three people and make something out of nothing. We've seen Cam roll all the way to that side on the run and throw it down. We've seen it. From Shador, we ain't really seen it. And that's probably why Jared Goff is his comparison. Like when Jared Goff was at Cal, He didn't make no out of structure plays. It was 3-step drop. I might get sacked or I might throw a touchdown. It wasn't too much out of structure ass shit. So yeah, his expectations are too high, if you ask me.
That's why
What
that's
what 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 is that for you though? NFL accolade or resume that you like? All right, this fits you.
What do you mean? Like
For
what I
Shador.
need to see him do, or
Yeah, like far as accolade aspect.
like when he retires, or after 1 year?
First 3 years
First 3 years for the expectations I have for Shador. I'm
for
assuming
sure.
he'll get drafted at least by pick.
that's kind of hard to say till we know where he go. Because
Yeah,
then whatever you say right now
That's
is
fair. That's
subject
fair.
to change Thursday night, depending on where he
That's
go.
fair. We can wait. We can wait for that. We
give
can
me
wait for
give
that.
me a team. Look at that. Look at that top 18, whatever. Just give me a team that he goes to, and then I can answer that. But that
He
ain't
go to Cleveland. Cleveland say, "Fuck it, we're gonna take him
oh,
at 3."
my expectations go up if he go to Cleveland because Cleveland is playoff ready. Did they just go to the playoffs? I know they did 2 years ago. They did
2
shit.
years ago.
They ain't go last year. I don't believe, but it
Yeah,
was close
so
though.
within those first 3 years, I'd want to see Shador in the playoffs. I'd want to
Toughest
see
division in
Shador.
football.
I would want to see Shador. You got to think about where he'd be getting drafted. Hold on. Sean's expectations. Sean's
Yours.
expectations. You're right. You're right. You're right. I was finna go with the world because I'm like, if you get drafted second as a quarterback, you need to be in the playoffs within the first 2 or 3 years. But my personal expectations, if he could have within those first 3 years, if he could have 70 touchdowns, less than 30 picks, and 3,000 yards per season, that'd be pretty good for me. That'd be pretty good for me.
You said less dirty picks.
Yeah, because Shador don't throw picks. So I don't. The first year, I'm gonna give you about 15. I'm gonna give you 15, but after that, it need to be like 8 and 7. That's one of his strong things that he's accurate and
I
he don't
agree.
throw picks.
I agree.
But you got to look at
Potential.
the team, the defense Cleveland got. Cleveland just needs somebody to come in, don't fuck up. That's it. They got a run game. They got two.
They ain't built like that, Walt. They ain't got no Judy. They best weapon.
Did you see Judy the last 9 weeks of the season?
Yeah, but Judy, I can't bank on
And
Jared.
is he really better than Njoku? I don't know. I don't know. Is he?
In the AFC North with Lamar, Burrow.
No. He
Mm.
said, my expectations is what I have for Shador.
No, I respect it. I'm just,
I took the playoffs.
I feel like you putting a little sauce on how good Cleveland is.
No, I didn't say playoffs though.
Okay.
I thought I took playoffs back. I put it back on there. I took playoffs off.
No. Okay, I get you because I agree with you as far as his numbers. So I agree with you.
Between 20 and 25 touchdowns a season.
Yeah.
That's total. That's quarterback sneaks, touch
Yeah.
between 20 25 a year and 30, and just keep your picks at about 10.
Mm.
That would be, but I think some people expectation for him is like 100 touchdowns in 3 years and 2 playoff appearances. And I'm like, I don't see that. He didn't show you that in college. Why are you expecting that now? My expectations for Cam Ward are about the same, a little higher. I would like to see like 90 touchdowns because nigga, you run a little bit more. But
no. I agree. Only thing I would add, I agree wholeheartedly with Walt. Only thing I would add is I would need to see him win at least 2 games more than the year before. I need to see an improvement in winning. Like if you won 6 games, your first year, I need you to win 8 your second year. If you won 8, I need you to be around 9, 10. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I would want that at any quarterback, but I don't think he affects the win-loss column like that. I really don't. I don't want to sound like a hater. That's why I don't like talk about prospects all the time because I feel like I sound like a hater sometimes. But I don't feel. You watched LSU when LSU played Georgia in the SEC championship in like 2022, and I think it was 50-30. You felt Jaden Daniels, like you felt him. Even though they lost, you felt him. When Joe Burrow played, you felt him. Trevor Lawrence, you felt him. I don't feel I don't always feel his imprint on the game. I just don't. I don't. A lot of times I just don't. I don't.
I think that's fair or unfair, bro. I think a lot of the knock on Shador and why he's falling down draft boards, people don't believe he's dedicated for whatever reason. I think it could be crazy. He showed nothing but dedication. But I think that if he go, I don't think people think his ego can survive him going to the league being some mid. So when he is some mid, how is he gonna respond to being some mid?
Good
You
question,
know what
though.
I'm saying? They like he already rich, he already this, he already famous. It's like is he gonna be a quarterback or a celebrity quarterback? Because once the celebrity quarterback's game doesn't measure up to the persona of them and the bravado, I think
Exactly.
that's where they feel like they start to lose them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I think that's like would Shador be all right being Geno Smith?
Yeah, that'd be a great
Yeah,
career
what's
for
wrong with
him.
that?
But
I,
he's
I don't.
last
I'm
football
just
year.
saying. Do y'all think Shador will be all right just being a Geno Smith?
I hope not. No disrespect to Geno Smith, but when you talking to Tom Brady of the world, you
No,
know what I'm saying? That's true. You shooting for the
you want to be
moon.
great, but this is where you feel like. Do y'all think he would want to continue playing
Or
10,
how we
12
would
years?
look at it.
I mean, the money good.
You talking about how we would look at it, or how he would personally?
How he personally? No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
how he
Like,
would be
like,
dressed.
like, would he be like? Could he be a guy who not viewed like a franchise guy that like is just like a mid tier quarterback for real, getting 3 year deals and getting moved around? Like, y'all think he would keep signing up for that, or do you think he take his ball and his riches and go home? You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
Shador works hard. Like we've seen it. So I think he would just keep working and keep trying to be better. I ain't gonna put that on him like
Yeah.
he don't come off as entitled to me. He don't come off like that.
I
That
think I
nigga,
ain't gonna lie to you. I think he earned everything. I don't think
yeah.
it's fair to just
He
think
went
he
to Jackson
just
State. It ain't like he got a full ride to Cal or USC. Like, nah, I'm with AJ on that. That nigga be working. I'm gonna give him that.
yeah, he definitely I definitely he put the work, he put numbers up. Like he still did what he did with no run game and no offensive line.
Man, he ain't the first quarterback to not have those things. That'd be my
I'm
only
not
thing.
saying that for quarterback. I ain't saying you the only person ever he should have it, but you made some shake with it though. That what you got. You made something shake. You don't think he made anything shake with what he had?
I just think the masses. I think he's the perfect case of where the media probably underrates him and the masses overrate him. I think every year it's a couple of players that are like that. I think the masses
I mean,
overrate
I
Shador.
could go for that.
I think they overrate him. I think he's going to be a solid NFL quarterback. I think he's going to play 10 plus years as a starter. He's going to make a couple of. I can't even see him making the Pro Bowl because how? Like the five quarterbacks ain't old. I don't know. We'll see. I think he's
Niggas
going to
make come on, bro. Mac Jones made a Pro Bowl. Niggas be hurt. Niggas be pulling out. It's a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of niggas in Pro Bowl that don't
yeah,
deserve
I
Pro
forgot
Bowl.
the Super Bowl. I mean, I
Yeah, there's a
forgot
lot of
Pro
niggas that
Bowl.
don't go to Pro Bowl. Lamar Jackson boys
He's
ain't
Yeah,
never going to Pro Bowl.
like who the fuck? Not Mason Rudolph. Sam Darn, all type of niggas be making the fucking Pro Bowl, bro.
Jordan had a great. If
Well, I'm not just saying from last year. He made a Pro Bowl before that. Like niggas, like it's the Pro
I think
Bowl.
I just think when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks, everybody is different, and I just don't think I see what everybody else sees. But I think it's beauty in that we don't all see the same thing. I don't see what other people see when they watch Shador play. Outside of the accuracy, I give him poise too. That nigga is poised as fuck. I don't see much. Like everybody, like he's such a pure pocket passer. I'm like, why are you saying that? Because he mostly throws from the pocket. I don't think that makes you a pure pocket passer. Like, that's not what I see. I see a solid
They
quarterback.
say that because that, like you said, the accuracy mixed with the pocket.
It's pinpoint, yeah, with the poise, yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
I
Those are the
I
makers for a
also
great version.
my bad. That's the thing though. He don't have nothing that's blowing. This like he don't have no rocket. You don't got no cannon of an
People
arm.
act like he does. That's my thing. Like people act no. People are not on Jaden Daniels like this last year, but they're on Shador like this. So it's like, is it a fear of missing out, or is it because he's Dion? Like I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback. I think every year you could pencil him in for about 25 to 28 touchdowns and about 8 to 12 picks, which is a really solid quarterback. That's what I see. If his team ain't good, I don't think he's going to be that good.
For sure. Well, that's it, man. That's the draft coverage, man. We'll be back after the draft to get more into the draft. Y'all got anything else for the people, dog? You on mute, AJ. We can't hear you. You on mute.
You on mute? No, you got to unmute.
You're on mute.
My bad. There go Lakers.
Let's
Oh,
go.
you
Like you could have stayed muted for that bullshit, nigga. I thought you had so prolific.
There go Braun.
Yeah, all right. That's it, man. We're gonna tap in, man. We're gonna see how these playoffs continue to play out. We will always be here for you to cover it, let y'all know what we think. Y'all got a ball forever bar for him?
Believe in Braun. Believe in Lamar. You will never go wrong.
You'll never
I
see
just
ball either.
and with that, I just want to give a shout out to my woman. I love the way you look at me. Keep looking at me that same way all the way.
What the
You
what,
know what I'm saying?
nigga? We talking about fucking sports. You talk about your
You
girl
bringing up
looking at you.
Braun and shit. I'm just saying.
Nah, like at least
Oh man,
like what
I
the
love the way
fuck,
my woman
bro?
look at me.
Like
You feel me?
you've been looking at us for 2 hours, and you talk about your girl the way your girl look.
Shout
Hey,
out,
niggas
man.
is
Keep looking
wild,
at me
bro.
like that,
Niggas
baby.
is wild.
You know what I'm
Niggas is
saying?
wild. Niggas be wilding on the island. But hey, it is what
But
it
hey,
is.
all right,
Fuck
y'all.
it.
Signing out.
Niggas is
Y'all be
wilding.
smooth.
Yes, sir. This nigga, my girl looking at me. Fuck, nigga.